side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll use the ground game here. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on the hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught quickly. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the back now goes in motion. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Clemson. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
1st down here for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he drops back in the gun. Going for his running back. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. It brings up 4th down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He brings him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Throw to the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitching catch.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Looking right. This one caught. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
They're going to run it. Just trucks the man.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. The shotgun running play call. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. That run moves the ball across the 35.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Here's that defense shifting again. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wide out. He's got a receiver wide open here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense. It's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
The ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding space at the 20. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 4th down, they won't go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Kickoff fielded inside the 20. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Receiver makes the grab. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Hand off to the single back. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll run it from the gun. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Big wins like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. Second and goal for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? There's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And now the running back's got it again. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown Tigers. This offense really clicking.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Makes a quick catch. And he'll be brought down.
Interesting call here by this offense on the 2-point conversion. Just not enough depth on that route to get him across the goal line. And the defense does a nice job of coming up with that tackle to keep him short.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Pressure is coming. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Freeman. And he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here. This is the 6th play on the drive.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to chuck it again. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side, and the gain just good enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It will cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Back in motion now. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Because that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Looks like Clemson will have the 1st down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get 1st downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Receiver in motion now. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Linebacker shifting around now. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. And he's got it at the 15. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Play action here on first down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And they'll take a knee as the clock moves into the final minute of play. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger, as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.